Somewhere in South Korea, a secret government facility has spent years turning children into weapons. Kids as young as toddlers injected modified, trained, and when the results became too successful, when the children became too dangerous to control, the order came down from above. Kill them all, Dr. Beck. A cold, precise woman in a white coat surveys the massacre. 2 children have escaped. Her enforcer, the stone-faced Mr. Choi, manages to intercept one, but a little girl slips through the darkness and disappears into the night. Dr. Beck makes a decision. Tell headquarters the girl is dead. She'll die on her own anyway. She's just a child. What Dr. Beck doesn't know yet is that this is the biggest mistake she will ever make. A farmer finds the unconscious girl in a field near the facility. The local doctor delivers a quiet warning. She'll survive, but she may lose everything. Her memories, her name, even her sense of self. The farmer and his wife, who have been unable to have children of their own, make a choice driven purely by love. They take her and 10 years pass. The girl now has a name, Jaehyun. She drives a truck, feeds cattle, laughs with her best friend, Myung-hee, and argues with a shop owner who's tired of waiting on her family's debt. She looks like any ordinary teenager. But something is wrong. She keeps getting headaches, sudden, violent, blinding. And she doesn't know why Jaehyun's mother is fading Alzheimer's, is stealing her piece by piece, and the family can barely afford to keep the lights on. When Myung-hee suggests entering a national singing competition with a $500,000 prize, Jaehyun doesn't hesitate. There's only one problem. She can't sing, and yet she passes the preliminary round. Not just passes, she scores highest among all candidates. The judges are stunned. The audience votes overwhelmingly in her favor. Back home, her parents are proud. But there's a mysterious phone call that leaves them unsettled. And on a screen somewhere far away, a woman in a white coat watches the broadcast and smiles. On the way to Seoul for the next round of auditions, a young man sitting across from Jaehyun leans forward and says something that stops the air in her lungs. We used to be called by numbers. He looks at her like she's supposed to know him. She doesn't, or at least she says she doesn't. He calls her Miss Witch when he raises his hand to slap her. "Mi-young," he screams, but no one on the train moves to help. The young man walks away, and on his way out, another passenger bumps into him. The confrontation lasts 3 seconds. The other man ends up thrown off the moving train. This is not a normal person, and he just told Jaehyun that she used to be exactly like him. After the quarterfinals, which Jaehyun dominates, she collapses outside the studio with a nosebleed. It's not stress, it's not exhaustion. A doctor already told her in private. The headaches will kill her. 2 to 3 months. A bone marrow transplant from her biological parents is the only cure. Jaehyun doesn't have biological parents. She doesn't even remember who she was. The clock is ticking and she doesn't know it yet. But the one person who could save her life is also the one person who built her to be destroyed. That night, Dr. Beck's men move in. They slip into the house when Jaehyun steps out of her room. She realizes in an instant she's surrounded. Myung-hee is being held at gunpoint. One of the men steps forward. He says Jaehyun once nearly killed him. She begs, she says she doesn't remember. She keeps saying it, I don't remember, until one of them hurts her best friend. And then something inside her switches off. The girl who couldn't sing, who owed money at the feed store, who cried every time her mother forgot her name. She moves like light. Every man in the room is eliminated before they can respond. When it's over, the young man from the train is standing in the doorway, watching her with an expression somewhere between awe and satisfaction. He tells her the truth or part of it. She was built differently, engineered to exceed every limit they set. He shows her a scar on his forehead. She did that, she still won't admit she remembers him. But this is where everything changes. He gives her a choice: come with him, or he burns the village to the ground. She goes. They arrive at an abandoned lab. Dr. Beck is waiting. The scientist looks at Jaehyun like a mother reunited with a lost child. Relieved, emotional, overwhelmingly proud, she explains everything. The experiment, the generation of children who became too powerful. The order to eliminate them all. The moment her own men failed to kill Jaeyoon because she was simply too strong, to keep Jaeyoon alive to stop the headaches. Dr. Beck injects her with a serum. It will cure her of the sickness while unleashing her full strength. But only for a month she'll need another injection to survive. The implication is clear. Dr. Beck wants to own her again. But then Jaeyoon's face changes. The frightened teenage girl. The one who begged, who cried. Who said she didn't remember anything. Is gone in her place is someone else entirely. Someone who has been watching, calculating and waiting for this exact moment. She looks at Dr. Beck and says it quietly. With no emotion at all, I never forgot anything. Not even the day you tried to kill us. She came here on purpose, the audition was bait. She made herself visible to draw Dr. Beck out of hiding. Every single thing we watched her do. The fear, the confusion. The innocent farm girl life was a performance. What follows is a reckoning. Jaehyun breaks free. She moves through the facility like a force of nature, ruthless. Precise without hesitation, Mr. Choi arrives with a kill squad. The young man from the train turns on her. His female accomplice attacks with knives. None of it is enough, Mr. Choi. The one man who always knew she was a monster, the one who warned everyone. He shoots her, then he kills Dr. Beck himself, taking away Jaeyoon's leverage. But Jaeyoon doesn't need leverage. She kills him anyway, easily. In the end, she forces the young man bleeding. Beaten, refusing to talk, to tell her where the research facility keeps the serums. He refuses, she shoots him. She takes the serums, she destroys the laboratory and walks out. At the hospital, Jaehyun hands the serums to her father. They won't cure her mother's dementia, but they'll slow it by time. Her father tells her something he never said before. There were moments he regretted adopting her, but her mother always believed, treat her with love, she used to say, and she'll grow into something wonderful. Jaehyun says nothing, she walks to the door. She turns back once to Myung-hee, her best friend, the girl who dragged her into a singing competition, and changed everything and waves just once. And then she's gone. The farm girl doesn't exist anymore. 3 months later, Jaehyun appears at the door of a woman she's never met. But we recognize the family resemblance immediately. It's Dr. Beck's sister. Jaehyun doesn't come with a weapon, she comes with a request. Or maybe a demand, she needs a more permanent serum. One that won't run out, she survived. She won, she got everything she came for. But whatever she's becoming next, it has nothing to do with the girl on that farm.